Welcome back to another seasonal show on the channel, and this is going to be Needy Girl Overload. So this is one of those shows that I was keeping an eye on ever since it was first announced. It was first announced like I feel like it's been a long time. I don't know when it was, but I remember there being an announcement for some kind of anime or animation project in the works for this show, and then there was a long silence, and then eventually the anime got fully announced, right? And now it's finally here. So this is of course based off of the game Needy Streamer Overload, right, which I have never played, but I've seen playthroughs of, so I kind of know the story, quote unquote story of the game, as bare bones as it is, and I know kind of like the vibe of it and stuff. I know that it's like a bunch of different endings, and the game fully changes based on how you want to play it. So I wonder what they're going to do with this, because how do you adapt a game that's reliant on there's like tens and tens of endings, I think. I don't remember the exact number, but I believe it's a few tens of endings in the game. So like, how do you adapt a game like that into an anime? I guess we'll find out. Obviously, the game has a lot of very sensitive subjects in it. It touches upon a lot of sensitive subjects. It can be a bit edgy, very crude. So I wonder where this is gonna go as an adaptation, right? So I guess there's only one way to find out. I avoided all the trailers. I avoided reading the synopsis of it, and everything. I just avoided it because I knew already I was going to watch it. So I was like, you know what? Might as well go into this completely blind. So let's do this. So if you want to watch this, Uncut and Unblurred is always on page in the description. Let's go into Needy Girl Overload, episode 1. Here we go. Kawaii Angel. Bless! Oh. Oh, I thought it said... Never mind. Followers? Does that say 9 million? Or is that 970,000? I'm getting off to... Oh, okay. Okay. No, 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 oh my god, it is 9 million. They're making her full on idol, but what's happening here? Whoa! That was an ultrasound. Hey! I love this song. This song is a banger. When you die. Bless. That's really cool. $10 million. Let's go, internet overdose. This might be muted on YouTube, by the way. Actually, it will be. Oh, they're going all out with this. Look at this. This is crazy. I'm really liking the CG on it as well. It's really good. Again? But it's gonna be anemic after this. I listen to this song a lot at the gym. It's such a hype song. I wonder what we're doing here, though. This is a very interesting premise here. Was that a strong zero in the back? Okay. Was that her? Uh-oh. Oh. Mm. Okay, so that's what we're doing. It's kind of going the Oshinoko route. Majoring in Shibuya Beauty Academy guest appearance. How is okay? I see. Did that say non-player character? She's a killer queen. Oh, it's a kabakura or like a girls bar. Wow. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. Okay. Kachi. Kachi. Damn. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, pills? I see. A lot of pills, a lot of alcohol. The hair extensions. Oh, the wig. Oh, the lines as well. Jesus Christ, this is not straying away from it, huh? Mm. Fini. Good night. Okay. So I see how they're doing this. So that's very interesting. So obviously they are showing a story of a girl who's extremely mentally unwell, right? And she's just going through the worst of it. She's going through the worst of it. She is obviously addicted to being online. I think obviously her perception on the entire thing is pretty skewered. I was gonna say not screwed, skewered. What we're hearing from the narration and stuff is very skewed, right? I don't think it's fully correct. I think there are parts of the world that are like that, but I think her perception of it is definitely not the healthiest, and we can see that how her pursuit of numbers and stuff like that can definitely lead you down a very mentally unstable and destructive path, and I feel like that's what we're going to be seeing more and more of here. I am liking the fact I did see one short quote, I guess, from one of the staff members or something working on this, that talk about how the game is dealing with a lot of very sensitive topics, right? Like drug abuse, like sex, like a lot of other things like mental health and stuff like that, and self-harm and stuff. So they said that obviously because they can't really show everything on screen because they need to censor some stuff, they still said that they want to at least keep it as truthful to the adaptation and include those parts that are necessary for it in the show. So yeah, I can see that they are definitely including a lot of very interesting stuff in this, right? Which I think is a good thing, right? They definitely try to do as much as they can without it getting axed, basically, right? Because they still need to follow the guidelines and stuff. So yeah, very interesting. I wonder which direction the story is gonna go in though, because this is kind of like the setup. So like, where do they go from here now? I guess we'll see. Is she gonna be getting better? Is she gonna be getting worse? Oh, that's P? True. True. Mm. Damn, the animation on that. Yeah, mood. That's how they're censoring it? Test tube. Oh, this is rough, man. This is really rough. This is a lot heavier than I thought, man. うん。Interesting. Another thing. You know, they were talking about her concept cafe and stuff like that. I watched or and read some stuff about the entire, girls cafes, maid cafes, kabakuras, all of those like hostess cafes in Japan that they have. That are, I don't know if they are as popular in any other country as they are in Japan. And I was kind of like reading up on that entire thing of like, because I feel like a lot of people have a very negative perception of those, and I was reading up on what kind of people like actually go to work there, right? What kind of girls go and work there, and I'm sure with the guys as well that they have like host bars and stuff like that, right? But yeah, I was reading up on it, and apparently a lot of people who work there just are extremely extroverted. And Japanese, especially Japanese workforce and kind of like society is very much, as they said here, builds you up to become a cog in the machine. And a lot of people who work in those kind of places go there to actually just socialize with people. And it's nothing salacious or anything along those lines. It's kind of like just some place where you can be extroverted and talk to people, right? And just ask them about like what they're doing, get to know a bunch of new people. And it's a good place to kind of like vent all of those extroverted tendencies that the society doesn't necessarily allow you to vent out on the daily otherwise, right? So it's kind of like a release for those kinds of people a lot of times. I know that they're obviously, as I'm saying, it feels like this is framing a lot of it in a lot more of a salacious and darker way, which I get why. I think we are also seeing it from Kangel's POV. So I think she is very mentally unstable. So I think everything is going to be shown in a lot more of a sleazy way than it might actually be in reality, in a lot more pessimistic way than it actually is. But yeah, actually, in actuality, it has obviously its sleazy sides as well, like very much so. But it's not always like that, right? An expert on internet culture. What a title. Stan culture. This was weird to watch. They're talking about us. Yep. Oh, yep.
今の時代に最も大切なことは何？夢だよ、夢。みんな長く楽しい夢を見ていたいだけ。現実に帰るのが怖いから、ずっと都合のいい世界で気持ちよく泳いでたいの。夢を見せる側でいることがプレッシャーにならない？みんな同じだよ。あなたは死にたくなったことある？毎晩。商店ちゃんはずっと夢の世界にいる？ああ、私はみんなに夢を見せる代わりに現実の世界も見てないといけないの。そうやって折り合いをつけて大人になるんだよ。あなたは大人なんですね。違うよ。
Become an adult.
現実がどこか見誤るほどメルヘンじゃないだけ。なら頂点ちゃんはいつまでも子供のままですか？なわけないじゃん。自分の若さに商品価値がある間は
That's good. Okay, yeah, I mean, fair enough.
それが切れたらあなたたちは即見限るでしょ。そこが分水嶺。過剰にお薬を飲んで配信したこともある頂点ちゃんは子供の教育に悪く社会に悪影響であるとの声はどう思う？その通り。私は教育なんてこれっぽっちも考えたことがないので、どうぞお好きなだけ叩いてちょうだい。私は真似して
Whoa.
暴れる子のことなん
Oh,
て
that's
聞いたこ
cool.
とじゃない。誰も推奨したりはしてない。何でもかんでも人のせいにするからこじれる人は多くの間違いを起こす。いいじゃない。みんな正しいだけじゃ生きられない。怒ったり禁止するよりも先に、まずはなんでその子たちが病んでいるのか、話を聞いてあげようよ。
That's cool. That's kind of like those Evangelion shots. Okay, I think are we seeing this? Is this kind of happening after all of the events of the game? It would make sense, right? Because the game ends once you reach, I think, 1 million followers, and she has 10 million now. And a lot of the events that are being described here happen in the game. So I wonder if this is kind of like roughly set after the game, after the events of the game. I think so, right? That would make sense.
みんな話を聞いてほしいだけだよ。
Or it could just be completely
子供た
independent.
ちの泣き声がそこら中から聞こえてくるなら、この国にはまだ未来があるってことだ。うるせえんだよ。あの闇配信は話題になって
The meltdown stream.
アンチも増えましたね。刺激が大好きなんだよね。毒と薬は表裏一体なの。あなたは何が楽しくて生きているの？ゲームで人を撃ち殺しているとき。そう？もっと言えば？友達と電話つなぎながら人を撃ち殺してるとき。いいね。やりもくの男たちにキャリーされながら敵を蹂躙しているとき。あなたもなかなかじゃん。頂点ちゃんも一緒にどうですか？私の実況はお金になるからね。高いよ。人をたくさん殺してお金がもらえるなんて最高。リアルと一緒でしょ？
I don't know about that one. I was with you until until you said that.
元からいた人たちは居場所を失ってさらにねちっこくルサンチも培養しているし、一般ピーポーたちはネット慣れしてないから素で誹謗中傷吐きまくり。男女は一生喧嘩しているし、争いは煽ってまとめて儲ける人間も増えた。若者はお金もないし信頼できる大人も知らないから、私みたいな配信者を推して人生の責任を転嫁する。
I agree with some things. I don't agree with others. I'm gonna talk about it at the end.
だけど現実よりもまだ楽しいって思ってるから、半分真実で半分強がり。どうにか混沌は突き進んでる。自分が攻撃されないように思考を SNS と同化させながらね。インタビューありがとうございました。あ、それと最後に話題のカラマーゾフについては？あの人は特別。魂の輝き方が違う。
It's Russian?
みたいに見える時と悪魔のように笑う時があって、その振れ幅の大きさが魅力だと思う。見えているものが人間とは違う。
Oh, we saw this silhouette earlier.
彼女だってカラマーゾフの勢いには危機感
Karamazov.
インターネットエンジェルといえども所詮は人間。この世界には毒が多すぎる。ゆっくりゆっくりとあの人の神聖を蝕んでいく。頂点ちゃんにとって脅威ではないかという声もありますが。カラマ ゾフって誰ですか？
Wow. That's crazy. Okay, that's Karamazov. Okay, 500k.
あんまりよそには興味ないけど、うちのリーダーが毎晩毎晩嫉妬するぐらいだから、さぞかし憧れているんだろうね。
They seem cool.
頂点ちゃんに憧れたのが配信の動機って言ってたし。
Nichika-sama, 600k.
適当なと言うな。大衆向けに目立ちやすくした派手な色使い。私は趣味じゃないけれど。
Ha! Michika Gokubara. Okay.
それは私たちの紫のやつも大概か。お前ら。
They seem pretty cool. I like the heterochromia. I'm gonna guess
ミシカの友達、今日初めてゲスト出勤したらしいじゃん。
it's lenses.
そう。
友達相手に厳しいな。
Wait, what?
出
Sorry.
来事に興味ない。
Lower
友
wall.
達相手に今日初めてゲスト出勤したらしいじゃん。
Oh, your friends guess 30k.
友達相手に厳しいな。
下界の出来事に興味ない。
Crazy lower world.
友達も綺麗な顔していると思うけど、カチェじゃん。
Ah,
泥に
Kache. Ah,
しまじまのものの特権ね。
we've heard that before earlier. Sir? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oof, that is very harsh. They're really not shying away from it, huh? Okay, there's gonna be a lot of things to unpack here, but let me see this. Is this the opening? I'm gonna leave it in, but mute it on YouTube. Oh, is this Alban? It sounds like them. Oh, it's by Yostar, that's it. Ooh, cool effects. It is Alban. Oh my god, what? It's like the Chainsaw Man ending. Oh, that's wacky. It's so Alban though. I love Alban. So many of their songs are bangers. Ah,
あの人は傲慢だ。あの人はアホなくらいにうぬぼれ屋だ。あの人は何でもご自身でできるかのように人から見られたくてたまらないのだ。私はあの人を美しい人だと思っている。私はもともと貧しい商人ではありますが、それでも精神科というものを理解していると思っています。私の手で殺してあげる。
wow.
他人の手で殺させたくはない。あの人を殺す。私も死ぬ。
Yo, look at the folds though. Oh. That was cool. That was cool. Eh, oh, ends heart shape as well. The battle. See the preview though. I don't want to see the preview. Okay, wait. First thing, before I actually go into the show, I want to just see. Do we know how long this show is going to be? How many episodes it's going to have? Because I'm very curious. I am very curious to see if we know how many episodes this anime is going to have, because this was an absolutely insane first episode. 13 episodes. It's gonna be 13 episodes long. Okay, and I guess that's gonna conclude the entire story, right? Okay. What a crazy way to start this show. So, it seems like this is roughly based around the game, but also doesn't really follow any kind of story from it, which makes sense. I'm thinking it's probably just after the game, right? You get after one of the endings where she becomes successful and she just keeps spiraling and spiraling and spiraling into success, deeper and deeper down into success, let's say, right? And now we're seeing some things around her form. It seems like her entire situation isn't improving. In fact, it's getting a lot worse. Okay, so it definitely feels like a extremely, extremely pessimistic outlook on the entire world right now, right? When it comes to influencers, when it comes to online success, the importance of online numbers, and obviously there's a lot of truth to that, right? There is a reason why they would talk about it, but it definitely does seem like it is tackling it in an extremely pessimistic way, where everything that you do in life now is intrinsically tied to your online success, your online follower count, everything that you do, like people are gonna only watch you if you're sensationalized, which, to be fair, there is a lot of truth to that. The most successful people on the online spaces are the people who have done some crazy stuff. Oftentimes, you would look at it and you would be like, that's bad. You are just doing a bad thing, but you are extremely successful for it, right? And that is true. But also there's so many good things online as well. There's just so many people who got big off of just being cool and being nice, right? So obviously this is tackling it from an extremely pessimistic way, which is fair. It's very interesting. I don't think the narrator is going to be the most reliable one, which is, of course, Kanjo, and also the entire premise is going to tackle it from a very pessimistic way, which I am very curious to see what they're going to do with it, right? They're also not shying away from showing just how broken this girl here is. We haven't seen this with any of the other people necessarily. We've seen obviously the conversation between the two people at the concept cafe, right, who are talking about, catching an STD, going to get some plastic surgery and stuff, which doesn't feel like too big of a stretch at all, right? Especially in that kind of industry, which is oftentimes a bit more sketchy, or can be a bit more sketchy. But as I said earlier, I do think that it's not all like that. Oftentimes it does just stem from wanting to, like, being very extroverted and wanting to interact with people, right? Wanting to talk, wanting an outlet for it. So I'm very much curious to see if this is going to go in a direction of Kanjo getting better or Kanjo spiraling down into a worse and worse direction. Also, I'm very surprised by, I'm guessing the person that we see obviously in the room is P, right? I am very surprised by how he's acting. To be fair, even in the game, the P is not very... He's not inherently like the greatest of guys. He's basically forcing everything that he wants onto Kanjo. So you know what? Fair enough that they're like this. The playthroughs that I've seen are usually a lot more chill with P. You go on dates, you have fun, you make sure that, Kanjo isn't like suffering too much, you handle her stress well, you're being a good manager most of the time. But here, yeah, this P here does not seem like the greatest of guys, is to say the least, right? That's an understatement of the century. So yeah, very heavy themes in this, very pessimistic outlook on everything that's happening, but I am very much curious to see how they're gonna where the story is gonna go, right? Very, very curious. Also, I'm loving the animation is great, the art style is great, the songs bangers. The voice acting is amazing. Let me just quickly see who voices the main girl. Who voices Kachi? Nagase Anna. Okay, Nagase Anna is a fantastic VA. So that makes sense. She is a fantastic VA. She voices, oh yeah, that's right, Asuma in Takopi. I kind of forgot about that. She also voices Akane in Akane Banashi. Oh, Iroha in Kaguya-sama. Yep. Riko in Jujutsu Kaisen, among many other things as well. So she's a fantastic VA. Doesn't surprise me that she's doing this banger of a job here. But yeah, this was fun. This was a very, very interesting first episode. I'm very curious to see what else is going to be in store for us after this. But for now, I'm gonna end here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.